What's up, guys? What's up? Week 3, we here.
How y'all doing, people? Man, week 3 already.
I know it's already feeling like we getting our feet wet, dog.
Yeah,
we getting our feet.
It feel good. But ready?
Hey, I'm always ready, cuz let's get to that grind.
So let's not waste no time.
And you better not step out of line, or you gonna get teed up. All right, man. So what we got this week?
Man, all right. So we back into the bubble.
Mm-hmm.
First week of the playoffs in the bubble.
Oh yeah.
It ain't looking good for some of these big teams that we've been talking about all season.
For real.
One in particular, the Milwaukee Bucks. Number 1 seed going up against the Orlando Magic, AC. You'd assume that even though Orlando is sort of at home, the Bucks would make it their home in the bubble and just sweep them. But that ain't the case. That wasn't the case at all. So what were your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, man. I think I can speak for both of us. We were not prepared for that game.
No.
I honestly, America, I took a nap during that game, and I woke up probably at the beginning of the fourth quarter, and I saw that the Magic were winning, and I was like, Lord, what is happening? I turn on the TV, I see Evan Fournier hit like 3 straight threes.
Yeah.
I was like, man, the Magic are looking legit, or are the Bucks just looking sad?
Yeah.
And I was just, they did recover in game 2, and they controlled game 2.
Very true.
But man, I was not prepared for that. The Magic really came out and hit them in the mouth, and it just really showed me that like nobody got home court advantage nowhere.
Oh, bro, all in the bubble. Everybody has pretty much the exact same home court advantages. It's just like playing in a neutral game. Just like in football, you play in a neutral zone, bro. It's even most of the time. Sometimes, unless never mind. Now, leading into that we talked about the Bucks. Also got to talk about the Lakers. And number 1 teams, they've been struggling in the playoffs, especially their first games going up against these ACs. Man, these ACs have been, on the tear, especially in the West with the Portland Trailblazers. And now Lakers, they lost their first game as well. What did you take from that game?
Yeah, I'm a LeBron fan, so I was really disappointed in the way the Lakers came out.
Yeah,
there was just a couple things from that game I really wanted to hit on, since we watched that game in depth a little more.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm not surprised the Lakers dropped the game. I picked the Lakers in 6 because I just think Dame is going to get you 2 games. But the way that the Lakers came out, they looked lackadaisical, missed open shots.
Yeah,
over there like 5 for 31 from 3,
something like that.
Danny Green, awful. KCP, 1 point in 29 minutes.
Yeah.
LeBron, he had a great stat line, but he did pass too much. I wanted him to be more assertive, especially with Gary Trent matching up on him.
Yeah.
And then AD disappeared in the second half. So they just looked terrible.
Right.
I mean, they did not look. They look like a team like, dang, even if they do make it out this round, like,
you don't know what's gonna be next.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now in game 2, they came, and I think LeBron woke them up for an early 5 a.m. workout, or he put them through some 2-day boot camp, because they looked like an entirely different team. KCP hit 4 threes.
Yeah, he was hitting. He felt good that game. Like I was watching from the beginning. I was like, the energy from the Lakers and total, it felt just completely different.
Man.
They were moving. They were blocking shots. Everything. It was a great game. That was a good game for them.
Yeah, man. They looked like an entirely new team, hitting threes, playing defense.
Yeah.
That game, even though LeBron only had 10, 7, and 7, the game plan seemed like it worked a lot better because his shooters were hitting.
Yeah.
In that series.
They still were missing a lot too, though.
Oh yeah.
But they were hitting more than what they hit on the first game. AD, he played his mind. He played out of his mind, and that's what they're going to need, especially in this first round where no one can really hold him. And it also looks like Portland's tired. Portland's played more games than anybody else because of the play-in, and I think they're getting gassed. Dame also got injured in the last game with a dislocated finger, so we don't know what's going to hold out for Portland. I agree with you. Say they could get one more, especially if CJ comes in, turns it up a little bit, especially with Dame hurt. But from what it's looking like, the Trailblazers are running out of gas. I think Dame only had like 18 points.
Yeah.
Somewhere like that.
And then I'm not sure. I think it was on his shooting hand.
No, it was on his left hand.
It was on his left hand. Okay,
Yeah.
so that won't affect his shot, which is really, his biggest weapon right now in the playoffs.
Yeah.
But we'll see. That I know Portland fans were holding their breath when they saw him grabbing at that finger.
Yeah. It looked like he was in pain, and he didn't even really, try to walk it off or anything. Exactly. He was like, I'm going to the bench.
Yeah, he was like, give me.
Yeah. So it looked serious, but I think that he said he already is confirmed he's playing the game 3.
Oh, of course. Hey, he a dog.
He a dog for sure.
Yeah.
Now, talking about LA teams and teams losing and teams that we expect to be, going on in the playoffs, one team, in the Clippers, they ain't looking too hot either, man.
No.
They not injured, but they playing against the Mavericks like they little pups.
Hey,
they getting beat. They're down 0-2, right? No, it's 1-1. It's 1-1.
It's 1-1.
But the reason it's 1-1 to me, I want to get your opinion on this, is because of Kristaps Porzingis being thrown out of that game.
Yeah.
Now, if he wasn't thrown out of that first game, I feel like the Mavericks pull it even then, because the game was tight with Porzingis gone. He left in the third quarter, but that game was too close for me to say like, the Clippers won convincingly, and I feel like the Clippers are going to win this series again.
Yeah. I definitely agree with you, man. That Porzingis ejection was huge.
Yeah.
I think the Mavs were up by 4 when he got ejected. It was like late third quarter. And they really just didn't have the answer for Porzingis.
Right.
And, that's not completely surprising when you just look at who the Clippers really guard well. It's those guards and those wings.
Right.
But you see Anthony Davis consistently puts up numbers on them. So I wasn't surprised that Porzingis came in there and was putting up buckets on them, as well as Boban, who was the X factor coming off the bench.
Boban, he looks like a 13-year-old playing with his little sister on the Fisher Price goal. Like he just every time he's
too big.
He is huge.
Even though his parents are 5'3" and 5'4". That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't get where he came from.
Those aren't his real parents. Okay, but yeah, moving on. Like when we talk about these other series like the Bucks and the Lakers, they lost game 1, won game 2. I still feel like though they're winning those series because the first games were so close, yet the second games were blowouts in their favor. It seemed like they really got it back together. You know, like those were a wake-up call.
They were punches in the mouth when they took them.
For the Clippers, there was a close game 1 that they won. But man, Dallas looked convincing in that game to win. So if I had to choose who was winning in this tied series, I got the Mavs.
Yeah, I would say the Mavs as well.
Because it could very easily be 2-0 right now.
Yeah.
So.
Just a few mistakes that Mavericks made, that Porzingis made, and it could be a completely different series and completely different look. And everybody would be questioning, are the Clippers legit?
Yeah.
After saying like they're gonna go to the playoffs and it's gonna be, LA town the whole time and everything. So like that's like a question for me. And now the Mavs, like I said, they look great. They're a team that I like to watch a lot because I like Luka. I like Luka a lot. And Porzingis is a great number 2. I just enjoy watching them play. And so like this team for me, they look like a contender.
Yeah.
Now what other teams do you see looking like contenders in the playoffs that are sort of underdogs, whatever you got, but what teams do you see like going forward and going far?
Oh yeah, a team that looks really good right now is the Rockets. They were up 2-0 on the Thunder.
Yeah.
And the Thunder looked really legit coming into that. I even picked the Thunder to win that series in 6 games, especially with the Rockets not having Russell Westbrook.
So he had their coaching.
Yeah, he was out there coaching. He was going hard too.
And he had a little duck bill for a mask. Did you see it? Yeah. It was a yellow. Yeah, it looked like a duck bill.
But other than that, the Rockets right now look like serious contenders. I think the Jazz and the Nuggets are going to tire each other out because they're so even.
Yeah, that's a great series though.
The Rockets really do look like the team right now that is playing the best. You know what I'm saying, in their series currently.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. All right, well, that's going to go ahead and conclude it for this episode. When we come back, real quick, we're going to go to Rashad for the history fact of the day.
Yes,
once
sir.
again.
I hope y'all ready.
All right. We will see you guys in a second.
Peace. All right, you guys, welcome back to This Day in History, where I give you guys a history fact based on this day. Now, before I go into this week's This Day in History, let's go back to last week with the question of which PGA golfer won their second major in 1999. That answer was Tiger Woods. Now, let's get into this week's This Day in History. Going back into 2008 Olympics, which one of these teams won the 4x1 relay in the Olympics? Are you ready? All right. Was it China? Was it Jamaica? Was it Brazil? Or was it Trinidad and Tobago? Now, leave your answers down in the comments below, and I will answer you guys next week to let you know who it was. All right. See ya.